Hello there. If it is a Mass Effect with your man, Shepard. I definitely didn't forget his name there for a second. And Garrus Anrax. A couple of things to clarify before we carry on with the episode, because there's been a lot of debate and confusion about things. First things first, I am having fun with Mass Effect 1. I just think the gameplay mechanics, the combat's alright, but I think that the driving and the dialogue's a little cheesy. The driving's terrible. There's a lot of filler in this game. So I'm here for the story, but in the sense that I want to experience enough of the story so I have some vague idea of what's happening with Mass Effect 2 and 3, and also felt weird skipping over Mass Effect 1, but I do think the gameplay is a relic of its time, and I just want to experience the core plot and the galaxy building and what happened before we move on to the better games. We're not going to move on to them immediately, of course. I will not be importing the save from this into Mass Effect 2 or Mass Effect 3. I will go between 2 and 3 because I'll probably actually, you know, talk to the characters and do a little bit more investigation and try and build up the relationships with them, etc., etc. But in this game, it's not good enough for me to justify spending all that extra time talking to characters when I'm not going to import it, you know. I just think this is a, let's blitz through it, let's get the story done, let's get a good handle of what's going on in Mass Effect 2, because what I do remember from playing Mass Effect 2 is you basically start with a clean slate anyway. I won't say why, because I guess it kind of spoils the ending of this game. I've never played, obviously, this game through entirely before, so I don't even know what the ending of this game is. Something happens, and you effectively have almost a kind of fresh start with Shepard. For lack of better term. So I'm kind of happy not worrying about how this game plays. Because again, I think it's a relic, isn't it? It's like a museum piece. It's nice, but I don't want to have, you know, the crappy, well, not so good design aspects, shall we say, of this game being a thing that impacts all the other games. I don't think I'm interested in that. So we won't worry about it. We'll say fresh slate with Mass Effect 2, and then we'll transfer Mass Effect 2 into 3 if and when that day comes. But this game's a bit bullshit, isn't it? I'm sorry to all of you who thought the Mako sections were good. You're wrong. Objectively, you are. I can prove it with science. You give me a lab coat.
Is there anyone picking this up?
You give me a lab coat and a room to work in for a day, I'll prove it to you with science.
Please help us.
That's my mom. Stop, they're over.
Oh, I forgot that she's with us. Elizabeth. I will at a very minimum, though, because I know there are people who haven't played this game and want to experience, you know, the characters there and the other stuff. I will at a very minimum speak to our party members between each mission. Our kind of main party members, you know. I'm not going to go through the whole ship. I don't care about Navigator Presley or whatever. I'm not going to do any other side missions or anything like that, I don't think, at this point. Let's go and have a look, then. See what's happening. Well, it seems like everything's fine. You guys good?
You can't do this, Jong.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard, damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the Exogeny database. I know what you did on Torfin. There's no reason for this to get bloody.
The audio for some reason today is better, isn't it? Weird.
Not this time, Zhang. You need to back down and let them go.
What's happened?
You don't understand. It's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogeny wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
Yeah, let's just slap him with it. We know what he's talking about.
Are you gonna tell them about the Thorian? Or should I?
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's Hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
You're a bean counter, Zhang. I'm a Spectre. Tell me, how good are those odds?
Spectre, it's a load of crap. There aren't any human specters. Right?
Is that really a chance you're willing to
How
take,
does he not
John?
know? He said he looked him up on the database.
They'll know what happened.
So the Exogeny database is like a good week out of date then. It's like the biggest human news in the galaxy ever. How bizarre. No, they won't.
Tell them the Geth destroyed the Thorian.
Yeah, but the infected colonists can't be here when the company men come.
You can't just kill the colonists. It's not their fault.
If you kill only the Thorian, it might be enough to stop the infection. Maybe.
Anything hostile will be eliminated.
There has to be another way.
Maybe there is. Come and talk to me before you leave, Commander.
Shepard's a man of action.
Make sure there's no evidence when you're done.
I will nuke the whole place. We're a Spectre, you know. We gotta consider the galaxy's safety. Gavin Hossel.
Any luck finding my workstation?
My man,
up
here's
in
your
the
data.
ruins?
I managed to find the data and transfer it to your OSD.
That's very good news indeed. Thank you.
Money now.
Just give me my credits and I'll be on my way.
You bet. Thanks for all your help, Commander.
Thank you. Was it like 5? Oh, I thought it was 500 credits. No, it's not. It's 28,000. What was that quest we had before? They were like 500 credits. I don't even remember. Well, I guess we'll have a chat with Juliana.
I'm glad you've decided to help us.
I haven't yet.
I think there's a way to avoid killing the colonists.
You've got 1 minute.
I think you could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Releasing clouds of nerve gas doesn't seem like a particularly good idea.
Oh, hang on.
It's not like it's weapons grade. The insecticide we use in the grow labs contains trace amounts of tetraclopine, a neuromuscular degenerator. If their nervous systems are already weakened, it may act as a paralyzing agent.
If we must consider it, drop it in a concussion grenade.
No.
I'm not doing it.
At least take the grenades, so you have
I'm
the
not going to
option.
nerve gas
My men will
people.
keep everyone safe
I'm going to
here.
shoot them.
If you're going, it should be soon.
Equip your grenades with the anti-thorian gas upgrade. Ah, I see. So we've got to go to a bench.
Until you clear a path. Good luck.
We've got to go to a bench and stick it on. Yeah, I'm not doing that. This is Shepard. He's a man of action. If there's a threat to be neutralized, we're going to go ahead and we're going to neutralize it. And you got to bear in mind what class we're playing as well. We're a, you know, like one of those sneaky classes. You got to remember that. You got to remember what class we're playing. Come on. I don't remember what class we're playing, but one of you surely can. We're a sneaky guy. We're not just going to go in and, you know, blast a grenade at them. What the hell has happened here? Oh, I thought the bridge had collapsed. Well, I mean, obviously it has, but... Blink. The physics are all sort of fucked in this game, aren't they? Everything seems so floaty. Maybe the gravity on this planet is lower. You think about that one? Thank you, science. Very cool. Is it dead yet? Well, I think it is now. He's caught on my wheels. Piss off. These are those anti-Geth wheels. So we've got to now decide if we want to... Oh, that's just a husk, isn't it? Oh, no, that's a zombie. Hello? Oh, it's like actually a zombie. That's... I'm going to be honest, I absolutely...
What was that creature? It certainly wasn't human.
I want a clean sweep. Nothing hostile lives to take a second shot.
We did acquire nerve grenades from Dr. Bainham. Do you want us to use them?
No way, look at what it did
We
to
don't
those
have
people.
time to waste on these people. There's a galaxy at stake.
Exactly.
Very well. It is regrettable, but it is your decision.
16 colonists alive. Holy shit, it keeps an actual counter? That is mad. As a side note, I absolutely despise zombies as an enemy. They are just so... It's not zombies, it's a Thorian creeper. Yes, alright. But it is such a lazy... I mean, it is straight out of Left 4 Dead, isn't it, what they're doing right now? Vomiting on Garrus. It's such a fundamentally lazy bit of game design. The fact they've already got effectively zombie colonists in this as well, in the form of Geth. What was that other game we were playing? Oh my god, I had the same complaint in Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines, didn't I? Exactly. I mean, I get it more when it's like vampires,
We got 'em all, Shepard.
etc. But there were 2 big zombie sections in there. There was one with that frigging graveyard, and there was one with the hotel in the second part of town. I say hotel. Not much of a hotel, was it? It's just boring. I hate zombie enemies. If there are any in Mass Effect 2, I'm telling you. I'm retiring. The sniper doesn't seem very good against these guys. I assume they don't take toxic damage, maybe? Oh, they are named as well. Why are they suddenly hostile to us? I don't quite get it. Oh, is it because the Thorian knows that we're trying to take him out? Because otherwise they seem very unbothered by the fact that their people are also zombies. Are they shooting them? It's not hard to tell, isn't it? Blink. Oh, did I miss him? Oh, that's my bad. It's a terrible shot there, Shepard. All right. There's someone over there.
They're definitely protecting the ship, Commander. We've got to move one of those.
Okay, there you go. So those guys and the zombies are in cahoots. Not you, Greta Reynolds.
Look out!
Oh, I use grenades on the colonists, all right. Why is it whenever I press the grenade button, it puts my weapon away? Yes, I'm well aware that holster weapon is H. I'm not pressing H.
Try you!
It's not the first time it's done that. Got that slug full blown up. I'm doing that again. Right, there's a time limit on when you can actually detonate the grenades from when you throw them. Very silly. So it kind of makes yeah, well, it just doesn't. They don't explode instantly. It's like they have to find the target. Weird. No, can't shoot you. It's obviously got to be stood up. What are they doing? This is exactly what the husk creatures do as well. Well, they kind of run around in circles. I feel like it's a copy-paste job. How bizarre. Maybe that's intentional behavior? I can't think of why that would be. Hello?
There's a crank, Commander. Can you make sense of the control?
Oh. I wanted to gun that colonist down, Garrus. Okay, controls are far too complex and delicate to operate in combat.
Eat this!
No. That one I did actually press the wrong button. Right. Is there going to be a boss fight with a big bug? People were saying that, Vermeer?
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head.
Oh yeah, look, they've all
Can't
gone...
imagine the pain.
They've all gone weird.
I was supposed to be their leader. These people
He's going to
trust
transform.
me. It wants me to stop you, but
He's going to shoot himself.
I won't. I won't.
You see, that's obviously like supposed to be a big, impactful, emotional moment. I mean, who the fuck was Phi Dan, though? I mean, I know who he was. I say comments like that all the time. Oh, he's forgotten already, these characters. Yes, I'm well aware of who he was. I'm just saying he had no importance to me as a player. I like his little back slot. Damn, Shepard, you got a nice back slot. I appreciate that, though, okay? That's nice, Paragon Zero, thank you. That's nice attention to detail. That you actually see the weapons on their holsters on his back. That's good. I like that. I like Dead Space for the same reason that you had the health bar was on his spine. Oh god, that thing is hideous. Hello.
All right, we just need to find this creature and determine what it. This was not covered by my training manuals.
Nothing's ever simple, is it?
Oh. It's a massive scrotum. Oh, I now see that it is a scrotum with tentacles. Like, Metroid had that giant scrotum. You remember it from the on the Smash Bros. Melee level? Brinstar. It really was. That's not a plant. It's got like complex systems. Oh, God.
Invaders. Your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands
What?
that you be in awe.
You enslaved the colonists. You destroyed their minds. I don't know what Saren wanted with you, but I just want you dead.
The Thorian is a piece of this world, extending across the land and back through the ages. You can no more kill it than cut the sky. Your blood will feed the ground and the new growth.
Uh-huh. Hello? Oh, there you are. Blink. What? I mean, what are they doing though? It's so bizarre. Shall I shoot it or like... You gotta just clear off this, Oh! Those things? No.
Command.
Oh,
There's
look.
some kind of growth here that's definitely different.
Okay, there you go. Well, so I assume this is a gauntlet, maybe. Enemies will just keep respawning until we bonk it.
We got them all, Shepard.
That hurt it. I can tell. A few more of those and it's in trouble.
Thank God we bought Rex. Finally, we've got some decent analysis on the situation. Okay, let's do it, team. Commander Shepard, Gardener Supreme. I forgot to name yesterday's episode. Just remembered. That is definitely someone's fetish. Especially given that it's an Asari who exist for, as far as I can tell, only one particular reason in this game. And that's to be literal sex objects. Hello? Why an Asari? Why does it clone? What is happening? This all seems very strange. Very, very bizarre. Oh, it conveniently keeps weapons down here. Oh, that's good. Thank you. Oh, lots of... 2 level 8 snipers and a shotgun. Thank you.
Secured.
This fast. Let's deal with that for me. I'll just move on. Die from that. So I feel like weapon knockdown is sometimes a sometimes a blessing and a curse. I do feel like I walk over a lot of enemies thinking they're dead. Well, I mean, when they turn to goo, they're definitely dead. Where have they gone now? Pissed off somewhere. Oh, we leveled up again. Bloody hell. Now, somebody did say that, like I was talking about earlier, that the Vermeer effectively starts the final mission. So I think what we'll do is probably do a quick sweep of the Citadel. See what's there.
Hostile contact!
Brilliant. I guess it stuck to him and then he brought it right into my face. Fantastic. See what's there. See if anything's changed. Because I think the Citadel is absolutely one of the strongest points of the whole game. And then we'll... I don't know if this is intentional or not, but it's so weird. And then I guess I'll head to the... I guess I'll head to the final mission. I'm not really interested in the side quest, like I said. I'm going to play through this so I can get the story, get the general idea, the main plot points. Introduce some of these characters. Just set up for Mass Effect 2, you know? A lot of people have said that they've done the same thing, so I feel kind of vindicated in my choice. I've seen so many comments from people being like, I'm playing along, I blitzed through Mass Effect 1,
Shepard.
and then Mass Effect 3 was like, Mass Effect 2 was like a whole different game. And don't get me wrong, I think this game is like, again, for the era, was probably very, very good. Just maybe doesn't stand up in in a modern setting. There you go. I hope we get the XP from killing them. Sounds angry. Well, I don't know what angry noise a plant makes, but I assume it's something like that. Thank you for that. Shoot him back. That's fine.
That thing has to drop soon. A few more, I think.
Okay. Me when they're out of stock on nuggies. Do we drop down here then? Can't see anywhere else to go. That's what it looks about right, doesn't it? Yeah, there's no way in hell. No way in hell I was letting those colonists survive if this is the outcome. That's messed up.
Now it gets fun.
I saved them a horrible, horrible fate here. They owe me.
Shields down.
Ah! Oh, Garrus. My favorite useless squad mate. Alright, I should probably get him up, shouldn't I? Would you like some unity there, little Garrus?
I thought it was over that time.
This is just like peak gameplay. There's Rex limply shooting at it. Oh, that's good. Okay, I've actually put on the armor 2 medical, bloody hell, that's intense, isn't it? I put on the armor 2 of those medical things so that we can just heal constantly. Is this like the final one? Man, this one's dense as fuck. Maybe we're just going at it from the wrong angle. Hello. Bye. There's so many in here. Let's come in final one then, huh? Please stop shooting me. For God's sake, who are you? Man, this pistol fires slow. Good God. Seems like the whole squad might be down. Right, well, let's get him back up. Come on, team, for fuck's sake. There you go. You see, you're good as new. I think gear is going to be the important part, because I haven't upgraded any of the squad's armor this entire time, so I feel like I've really set us up to fail on that front. There you go. That's why I want to go back to the Citadel, mainly. Go on a little shopping spree. I'm sorry, I disagree that that's a plug. That's that thing out of, Oh. Oh, we freed them. But is that not one of Saren's people?
I'm free. I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
How do I know this isn't some kind of trick?
This is no trick. The Thorian is dead, and I am myself again. My name is Shiala. I serve...
I was just about to say, is this not one of Saren's people?
Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
You chose to side with Saren. So did Matriarch Benezia.
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
She tried to manipulate Saren, but in the end, her plan backfired.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
I'm not getting that impression.
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
That's what you get for trusting Saren.
Saren is quick to betray his followers, and his allies. Once he had what he needed, he ordered his Geth to destroy the Thorian. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
Enough mystic crap. That's the right answer for horrible renegade shepherd.
Just give me some plain answers. Where is the cipher?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory, a viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
Well then, I guess you'll be merging with me.
You taught Saren, you can teach me.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren.
It's going to be a Vulcan mind
Try
now.
to relax, Commander.
It is.
Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads
What
that
is
bind
that
us
fucking
one to
face?
another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every
He
idea
wouldn't-
must touch another mind
My
to
shepherd
live.
wouldn't do this.
Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the
fuck is this?
universe, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Very bizarre camera work. Good lord. Well, that was horrible. I think I'll put maybe an epilepsy warning on this. There it is. Ball. Ah, spooky. Now she's doing the weird stinky eye face.
I have given you the cipher.
What was that?
Just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
Are you all right? What just happened?
She messed with my mind, man.
All I saw were more weird visions. It still didn't make sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
Wow, that
We
is
should get you
some-
back to the ship, Commander. Medical needs to know about this.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way.
That was some
You needed
Deus
the
Ex
cipher.
Machina bullshit, wasn't it?
In time, it will help you understand the vision from the
Fortunately,
beacon.
Blue Sexy Alien can download everything we need to know into our mind. I can't let you go, I'm sorry.
You were allied with Saren. For all I know, you still are. I can't
Shoot
just
her.
let you walk away.
Your suspicions are understandable, but you freed me from the Thorian and from
her.
Saren.
Shoot
I
her.
am on your side now.
No, you don't get to decide that.
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists.
There are no
They have
colonists.
suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
You change sides too often. I have no choice. You must die.
So be it. If this is the fate you feel I deserve, then I will not resist.
Okay, look.
You tried to do for us. Saved a few. It's more than most would have done. Anyway, thanks. We'll start again. Just not here.
I need to be honest. I wanted to play Renegade. I was taught into playing Renegade. I thought it would be a fun twist on something that's never before seen. I realise now that was the wrong choice because the Renegade path, and again, I'm taking part blame for this, but I do also feel that it is definitely a fault of the game. The Renegade path is complete fucking nonsense. It's all just batshit crazy. He's meant to be this Spectre, this elite unit. The Council's eyes and ears and arms and mouth and nose and whatever else. How do we get out of here again? Remind me. Normandy, that's it. Surely, and follow me on this one, it's very complicated. Surely he could have taken her prisoner. She worked for the Matriarch, she's worked for Saren, she had her mind linked to a Prothean. I didn't want to just say, yeah, you're free to go, good luck, because she was ultimately trying to genocide the galaxy. So there's that. Secondly, she would just be an incredible asset. Why has it got to be so black and white? Live your life and rebuild with these colonists, or B, kill her dead. Surely it would make more sense
Stand by.
from an
shore
efficient
party.
renegade standpoint
Decontamination
to
in progress.
take a prisoner.
Commander,
You look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
Pale, he looks drunk.
My brain's been scrambled like an egg. How do you think I feel?
I might be able to
I was
help
so
you.
bang on when I
am an expert
said
on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
I was bang on when I said that he is Duke Nukem. Because the more I play it, with that in mind now, I just get it. My brain's been scrambled like an egg. It's just bang on. I mean, we did say we'd be nice to the crew, but there is just so... I feel like because I'm not going to link this up to any future games, the comedy element of Shepard just being this complete pig-headed moron Duke Nukem character is too perfect.
Nobody's messing with my head anymore. I'm sick of dealing with these visions.
I understand your reluctance, Commander. But the visions are already there. I only want to help you make sense of them. It may be the only way to stop Saren.
Oh, okay, so we don't actually have... Yeah, I was about to say, we don't have a choice
Make
here.
it fast. Time's a-wasting.
Make it fast. Time's a-wasting. Oh, God.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Oh, my eyes. God, this is horrible.
That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry.
She got her gloves from the Halloween store by the looks of it. You see that?
I never imagined the experience would be so intense.
Jesus, go and have a cigarette or something.
Remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What did you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
Looks like we're back where we started.
Quite the opposite, Commander. I think my knowledge of the Protheans will prove useful before this is over. I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... Oh, I am sorry. The joining is
that what
exhausting.
we call it now?
I should go to the medical bay and lie down
Joining
for a
is
moment.
exhausting. Didn't tire me out.
Are you sure it was the joining? I feel fine.
Your role in our communion is passive. I am the one who must submerge myself in your mind, drown myself in your thoughts. It is more difficult than it looks. The human subconscious instinctively resists the joining, Commander. A strong personality like yours makes it even harder.
We're done here. Dismissed.
Oh, the council are going to ring me up.
I
God,
sent
I
off
hope
the
the
Ferris
council...
report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the council?
Yeah, of course.
Patch him through, Joker.
And then
Setting
cut
up the
them off.
link now, Commander.
I hope they come in and they say...
Commander, is this some kind of game? Are you calling in a report just so you can cut us off again?
You know it.
That never gets old, does it?
That alone makes this game entirely worth it. Like, the dialogue and the characters and the actual kind of, like, political side of things are what I'm most interested in. Unfortunately, that's the part of the game that I feel like they put the most polish into, but put the least time into, if that makes sense. The overall span of the gameplay, if they'd cut all the fucking Mako crap out, taken all the dev time that went on filling the bloody galaxy with big empty rocks for you to get stuck on in a friggin' shitty car, if they'd have taken all of that and spun it into the character interaction aspect of things, and I know I can already see that some people are typing in the comments now, you don't speak to the characters anyway. Yes, because, as I've said before, I'm not bringing this through to Mass Effect 2 or 3. We'll talk to the main crew, like I said at the start.
What do you want, Shepard?
Just see what they've got.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Because these guys are going to pop up, and obviously their backstory or whatever is still going to be maintained the same regardless if our Shepard is not. Elaborate.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system.
Didn't he criticize his people for all leaving their system?
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, But the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians.
If your name is Jared, I'm not laughing at the name Jared. I'm laughing at the fact that this guy's called Rex and his mate's called Jared.
The war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding.
Yeah.
At least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
Jared wasn't interested because, as we've just found out, the joining is exhausting.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Wow, obviously we've spoken to him about these before, but thank you.
So long, Rex.
There you go.
Shepard.
Some good backstory for Rex. Fantastic. Ashley the space racist, how's it going?
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
I'm not going to say that's unprofessional. Shepard is renegade.
Your sister, I assume?
You know what I'm getting at.
Until I get home and kill her. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up what's-her-name? Tassoni?
Liara. Why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
Everybody... the only interaction we've had in this playthrough where the whole crew has seen Shepard and Liara interact was when he told her to fuck off and shut the whole meeting down. That was it. That's the only interaction they've seen.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her. Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter.
This somehow
the bug-eyed monsters
becomes a romance between Ashley and Shepard, I will probably burst a blood vessel. Because we've been nothing but just like awful to Ashley the entire game. She joined the crew and literally all of our interactions have been, I don't want you on my ship. Tell me about your family. Mind your protocol. I didn't mean to. I'm like, if I can actually flip this into a romance, I'm doing it because it's just
your family seems
just
to be
horrible.
Important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Yeah, it's charming. What the fuck?
Next, you'll tell me you all ran across green fields singing show tunes.
That's so unnecessary.
Don't knock show tunes. I might have to take exception. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like your father wasn't around much. Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there.
Well, I've got news for you.
I cannot rest
the
from
planet
travel.
Earth is in space.
I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Tennyson, as in Alfred.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
It's a good piece. I love it.
Does he still like it?
This
sure
shepherd
hope
has
so.
never read
I
in
read
his
it to
life.
his grave
He
every time I go
actually
home.
can't read.
Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
Okay.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Wow. This is taking a bizarre turn. A space racist rural Ashley believes in God. She's like a country girl. She's a space country girl. This is the strangest shit. Oh Christ. We're gonna bully her for it. We're gonna go full on r/atheism shepherd. Let's be honest. The shepherd we've been playing, and I mean this is a comment on shepherd alone and not, of course, to anything else. The shepherd we've been playing does as well.
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have.
How'd you like one more?
I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
We lost a lot of the colonists. I don't see how we could have done more, but I still feel bad about it.
Excellent.
I mean, we are out here to protect them.
See you later,
We'll
Ashley.
talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
She's calling us Skipper now. No. It's Commander Spectre Shepherd to you, please. I must make a note to go and tell the doctor that, crew probably shouldn't be eating the corn. Garrus.
Good to see you.
Hello.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Would you like to see more?
Well, not as much as you. But yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
Thank you, Garrus. Great talk. We're going to leave it on that.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts.
How'd you like to trade some body parts?
We usually get a few of those.
That's what you do in
not
Mass
the numbers
Effect,
I
right?
was
At least in the later games.
We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
Clear cut, I get it. That's a good one. Was it sloppy work?
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still
it's
alive
like that Ewan
and was
McGregor
very
film.
convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist.
They were cloning people.
So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
That's very insensitive. I mean, I assume it's about the genophage and whatever, but that's very insensitive.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want
You
Krogan
chew them for
testicles?
strength.
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
They have 4.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
They have 4 testicles. Wow. That explains a lot. What about the doctor?
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threatened? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off.
If I'd have known that was what Shepard was going to say, I would never have chosen that in 1,000 years. Shepard is big on interrogation.
We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on.
Oh, they're growing organs
The medics found
inside
incisions
people.
all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes, walking, living.
And Garrus has gone really quiet again. Interesting.
So he was growing spare parts in his own employees.
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own body.
I mean, ethically,
then he harvested them.
what's wrong with that?
Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good.
Yeah.
Sometimes an organ
Shit, I mean, if an American corporation, pharmaceutical corp, worked that out, you'd have people lining up on the streets to get paid for that.
Hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone
I
like
completely
that.
agree.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those
So now there's
hostages
some
might
just
be wishing
fucking
they
mad
died by now
geneticists
anyway.
out there ruining loads of other
Just wish
people's
I could've
lives.
stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
He'll obviously
I sent
pop
out
up.
feelers from time to time, hoping to find something.
Oh, you know what? I
thought
bet
found
this
him
is
a while
Garrus's
back.
quest, isn't it?
He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him.
And I bet
got the transponder
Ashley's,
frequency for his new
if
ship,
she has a
but I just
companion
can't
quest,
get
probably
anyone to
something to
check
do with
it
her
out.
family. That's what this is all hinting at then. Here you go.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a
That's
chance.
exactly it.
was
I will
hoping you'd say
happily
that.
do the,
But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion,
I'll happily do the companion quest before we head up to Vermeer or whatever the hell it was called. Vormir? Or is that... is that Marvel? I don't remember. Hello?
Looking for supplies?
Or deal some damage. Yes, I am.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Thank you, fella. Ooh, hello. Is that better than what we've got? Less accurate, but I mean, I don't need that. Oh, man, so the gear upgrades massively. Jesus. Wow. Good lord. So it goes way above what we've got. I mean, it's not much better than what we've got already, right? There's a Scimitar 9 versus the Katana 6. And it's like barely an improvement. You could argue it's not really much of an improvement. It's got higher damage. It's got higher accuracy. Bloody hell. Medium armor human we can wear, but it's... Again, it's like not as good as what we've got. It's literally worse in every way. What's going on with some of these armor? This guy's a shithead. This guy's an idiot. This guy just sounds like garbage stuff. Look at all the fucking money we've got. My god. Well, hey, I won't worry about it for the time being, because we're going to go to the Citadel anyway and do some shopping. Who's down here? Oh, it's Tali, isn't it? Just going to have a chat with her. I'm not talking to Chief O'Brien again. Sod him. Hello.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
What's going on?
Why are you so cheerful?
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is.
Yeah, but now you're never going to be able to sleep on
I
your
still think a
home
lot
ship.
about my pilgrimage, though. I know Theron's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
You'd better not jeopardize my mission for the sake
That's
of your
not at all what I
pilgrimage.
wanted to say to
I
her.
won't. You have my word on that. But I'm not going to just give
That
up
was
on
not
my search.
at all what I wanted to
The
say.
fleet needs the resources we find on our pilgrimages. Usually, people bring
I thought
back
that was going to be like
something
a
derelict
nice,
ship
friendly
we can use
question.
for salvage. But I need something bigger. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, you
No,
idiot.
it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't
No, you
hereditary.
fucking
I'll
idiot,
probably never
Shepard.
serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You absolute fanny, block-headed moron. Preferential treatment.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
How'd you like some
I
more?
probably had it easier
No?
than most growing up. But it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
Okay.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian
What does
has
she
ever
do
done
here?
before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the
The
average
events don't
citizen.
matter. Oh, it's
Our
galactic
greatest dream
genocide.
is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen.
What? The
There's
events
still
outside the
millions
flotilla
of
don't
Geth behind
matter.
the veil.
We want to return to our
Until
homeland,
they're gone,
wipe out the
our
Geth.
exile will continue.
And what? Sorry, remind me, what's our mission here again?
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
It's going to be her commanding quest.
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth
I guess you're going to give me
operating on
some
their
coordinates.
own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
All right, then.
I should go.
See you later.
See you later. Wow, okay. We got Garrus's quest quite early compared to all the other things. I've spoken to them all the same amount, but I assume maybe where we've taken Garrus out on... psychopath. Absolute psychopath. The way we've taken Garrus out on missions or something like that. Maybe I did accidentally speak with Garrus like one additional time. Oh, here we go. Go on, then. Oh, it's so awkward. Oh, it's so homoerotic. I'm pretty sure in this game you can't actually have same-sex relationships, right? Otherwise, obviously, you'd marry Garrus.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
The stonewalling I've had from the Council? No. You've got that backwards.
And what do they think?
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our
What?
side.
Wait,
I'll have a better
stonewalling?
handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Ever thought about going back under the knife? Maybe get an upgrade?
No thanks, Commander. One slip and you can't remember your own name. The L2s spike higher anyway. My abilities would drop with pain-free L3s. And it'd be a cold day before I turn myself over to a Canadic subsidiary.
Got a story there, Olenko?
You know the records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified. Because the Alliance made mistakes.
They did. They did.
After first
We all know
contact,
about that.
Canadics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Canadics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Get your knuckles rapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Well, you're a hell of a biotic, though. He must have done something right.
Well, I got to where I am because I took initiative. Good or bad, I own that. Pretty much despite kinetics. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. Hell of a deal you worked out with Jong, though. If I ever get a speeding ticket, I want you to be my advocate.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Very bizarre, isn't it? Ooh. So that's what our locker is, just a bunch of like... There's a bunch of like garbage level specific upgrades, I suppose, just in case you really don't get any extra gear. I'm not sure. I suppose we'll go speak with Liara. I want to have a chat with the doctor, because she's just like a side character, right? It's only the party members I'm really interested in. Hello?
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Yes.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Didn't we have literally this conversation last time?
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
How do you know that?
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you.
Oh.
And making a fool of myself in the process.
Well, we have
As
been
I said,
so
I am
polite
not
to
used
you.
to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
Has your opinion changed at all?
It has. I have been watching you and your crew. It has taught me a lot about your species. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination.
Not all of us,
It is an
trust me.
admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You can't argue with results.
No, but there are consequences. Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as a bully. You run over anyone who gets in your way. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I don't care what the rest of the galaxy thinks about us.
But you should. The Council made you a Spectre because of what they saw in you. You are special, Commander. You represent the best of what humanity can offer.
We're doomed.
I looked into your history.
Fucked.
I know what you did on Torfin. I cannot even imagine how horrible that must have been.
Completely
but
doomed.
You did what had to be done.
Why are you so interested in me?
Winky face.
I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are.
What?
There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
I feel like we've been nothing but just like terrible to her.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that.
No.
You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it
Oh,
was
this is so uncomfortable.
appropriate to act
Oh,
on
you
my
know why they put her in
feelings.
this game.
I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
So this is where we... Oh, this is where you pick. You pick Blue Lady, Human Lady. You pick one or the other.
Williams and I are just friends, nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships
What?
as I thought.
We've been nothing but an awful cunt to
But
her.
what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction?
This is so
or
clumsy.
Was I wrong about that too?
It's like this is... you know why it's in the game. I don't need to explain it. It's very obvious why they included this, but we've just been terrible to her the entire game, and it's had no impact at all on this.
No, you were right. There is something between us.
No, there's not.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you?
Oh, this is
We have
awful.
only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
We have one thing in common. I like the sound of this one. You know what we do have in common? We both murdered your mother.
Saren wants both of us dead. That's something.
That is not the most romantic reason, is it? You make it all sound so dangerous.
Oh!
A little danger makes things exciting.
This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You. I need some time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
This is awful.
Thank you,
This is
Shepard.
actually fucking unbearably bad because
just
they've
talk about
only
something
added
else
this.
for now.
So that stinky 14-year-old nerds
Goodbye, Shepard.
can sex the blue lady. And I hate it, because there's nothing... Is there any reason that the internet is so doomed when people learn social skills from Mass Effect? Well, hello, blue lady. You're attracted to me. Unbelievable. Is this why you people like this game? That was nonsense. Like, the romance plot in Knights of the Old Republic was clumsy, but fucking me, it was 10 times better written than this. This is nonsense hour. Hello, Joker. People said I
hey,
need
Commander,
to speak
next
to you.
time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
We already have all of this.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
We've already spoken to him about this, and I don't like Joker as a character. Is that generic sci-fi trope of wisecracking, overskilled guy with a deep character flaw? He's the Tom Paris, he's the Dr. Bashir, he's the Daniel Jackson. It's in all the sci-fi. You know how it be. Well then, I guess we'll leave it there for today, because I need to pick my asshole up off the floor, because I cringed so hard it fell out. It shot out of me. I think there's now a dent in the carpet. I'm just in awe. Actually in awe. Obviously, Vermire is the last place we need to go. We could crack out a few of these. I don't mind. I think we've still got a lot more to see, so I don't want to just blitz over to Vermire. I'm interested in the party and the character backstories. Again, that'll definitely, regardless of whatever else we do in this campaign, that will play back into the other games. Even though our Shepard isn't going to be carried over, the backstories are going to remain the same, or at least I bloody hope so. So that will be very relevant still, I think. Either way, we'll kick things off tomorrow with a little bit of a shopping spree, tidy up some stuff on the Citadel, whatever we've got. We've got a few quests to turn in, like the one for Admiral What's-His-Name. And I'm sure we've done some stuff of note that will be relevant to some people on the Citadel. And I assume a lot has probably changed as well, you know. So, see you all tomorrow when I've recovered.